Warner Brothers quadrupled down on live service Slop. They really thought that that was the future of the industry and their gaming division and that it was going to turn out well, and it hasn't. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, lost them over $200 million, and Multiverses lost them over $100 million. And for the 5 people out there who actually played this game, today is a very heartbreaking day because it is officially dead. Now, we have known for months at this point that Multiverses was over. They were shutting it down this time for good, but today is the day. So I figured I would cover it one more time, a bit of a memorial. So the next season of Multiverses will be the crossover fighting games last. This was from back in January because Warner Brothers Games had announced that development on Multiverses was ending and that the game would go offline on May 30th, the day that the upcoming season 5 comes to a close. It does say that Multiverses will remain playable offline, both locally and against AI opponents, but the game will no longer be available to download as of May 30th. So it's like they're trying to keep it alive just a little bit, but ultimately they've given up on it. They're not putting any more time or money or effort into it. They're going to let people still play it if they have downloaded it and if they've spent money on it, but it's still not the same experience. This game, of course, had gotten raked across the coals when it had fully launched because people were just unhappy with a lot of like the balancing problems. They weren't putting out content quick enough, and it ended up sitting at a mixed score over on Steam. There weren't a lot of people playing it by the end, but it just goes to show that live service Slop doesn't sell. Was this a good idea? Sure. A free-to-play, like, platform fighter with all of these different characters was not a bad concept, but the execution was really poor. And that just means that Warner Brothers has spent hundreds of millions of dollars at this point on live service games that have gone nowhere. Even that Wonder Woman game that had gotten canceled by Monolith, that was in its second kind of stage a live service game because initially it was supposed to be a high quality, unique single player experience. Then they thought, oh, Suicide Squad was going to do really good, so we're going to shift the focus of Wonder Woman to live service. And then after Suicide Squad failed, they shifted it back. Of course, they did cancel it, but it just goes to show how deeply invested in these types of games they were. And live service titles can be successful. Look at something like Helldivers 2. That has done really well. But you need to be very careful about what you're putting into the game, the monetization system, the way that you're updating titles, and Warner Brothers is just trash across the board. So I just thought that this was really funny because, of course, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is one of the worst games that I have ever played. It ruined the Arkhamverse if you consider it canon. I personally don't. I like to pretend it doesn't exist. They could have made another really amazing Arkham experience. Hell, if they wanted a female lead, they could have used the older Harley Quinn or even Catwoman, and they would have made so much money. But instead, they rebooted and they modernized, and the modern audience doesn't really exist. And if they exist, it's in very small numbers, and those people don't actually play video games. They're going to have to realize one day that this is just not the plan. This is not going to go well for them. And I'm honestly glad that Multiverses is dead. I'm glad that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is dead because they did not listen to their customers. And when companies don't listen, they don't deserve the support. They don't deserve the attention. And sure, like I'm making this video right now, but it's not positive press for them. It's dancing on the grave of Multiverses. It's dancing on the grave of Kill the Justice League. And it's just so funny to me that they are facing failure after failure because of their own decisions. Their decision to not listen to the people who support their products and have supported them for years and even decades in some cases. So if you were one of the few people who was actually invested in Multiverses and you liked Multiverses, well, now the game is officially dead, and a lot of people are just saying, like, it is what it is. People seriously thought that this was going to be a Smash competitor. Looking forward to the YouTube video with the full breakdown of what the hell happened to this game. Live service trash. It won't be missed. I do not care. This does not matter. Not a very good situation. So I'll see if they put out a statement, like one final farewell, maybe I would cover it again, but I highly doubt that they're going to. It's dead, it's done, and I'm happy to see Warner Brothers struggling so badly right now after years of not listening to their customers. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.